This time we'll be doing something very special, doing panoramic shooting on pinhole cameras like this or this. So welcome back to my channel for something very special. I'm shooting panoramic images on my pinhole cameras, one of which is printed by the 3D printer you can see in the background. Very special, small camera actually. And the other one is RealitySoSubtle that I'll also show some more details of, which can shoot also the same format as this one, that is 6 by 17 images. So let's get on with it. Here's an image of when I was actually printing the camera on my 3D printer. There's used a lot of plastic for this print, but it's not very expensive anyway. I think it's only like 10 euro or something like that I used. But there's a lot of things that has to be cleaned up inside, and here is the finished camera, the way I made it, and the shutter mechanism, which is very simple. If you should want to make this camera yourself, I will leave a link to the Thingiverse site on the net where you can find this. There's some description of the camera and how it actually performs, and you can download the print files here. If you see there's some image examples as well, and you can see the finished camera, but here you find the files that are used to make the camera, and including the shutter mechanism and stuff like that. As you can see, it's made a bit different from mine. I couldn't find anything that so I could use these knobs to open the camera, so I just put screws in instead, but it works okay, no problem. So I'll leave a link. The other camera is one that I bought, and it's named RealitySoSubtle 617. So also same format as the one I printed myself, but it's much more complex camera with a lot of nice things inside. It can be separated in two parts like you see here, and you can put film inside. And here I am shooting one of the images you will see later with exactly this camera. After having shot some film, one on the RealitySoSubtle and the other on my Terrapin camera, the one I printed myself, I put them on the light board, and you can see them here. And so here is the two in their scan version. The one on top is made on expired film, and I cross-developed it to get some crazy things going on, but the colors didn't get that good, so I converted to black and white. But the other one is really nice with its coloring. Of course you can see there's some bit of movement in the lake. It's frozen here because it gets exposed for a minute. Some other examples, this is self-portraits shot on color and black and white film in the forest and on the staircase to my home. And of course, if you expose it for a minute and only 3/4 of it you expose yourself, you'll be sort of transparent, because I was moving to the bench here, actuating the camera and then moving to the bench, and you'll be transparent then. Some more nature shots, one from Norway, Preikestolen in Norway, very beautiful place to get, but there's a lot of people there. But actually the fun thing is that because it's exposed for so long time, you don't see all the people there, because some of them is moving around and they won't be visible in the image, only those that stand still for quite some time. And here some kayaks that were turning in the water slowly while I was exposing for a minute. and they are also very ghostly in the image. So I hope you liked my little review of my pinhole cameras, my panoramic pinhole cameras, and I especially love this one I made myself on my 3D printer. Very creative tool that you can go and use to make some awesome images. Not sharp, but very creative. If you didn't see the first episode on panoramic images, I can put a link up here to it, and I'll also put it in the description. But please subscribe to my channel and also hit the like button on this video. So thank you very much for this time.